Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
They're going to run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Great job here as a play caller. You come out the opening drive, you want to establish a little bit of an aggressive nature, and you hit some big plays here downfield. Great way to start this game.
Here's the option play. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Across the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass not complete. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Play action fake, looking to throw. And the catch is made off the carom there. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
That's just great awareness here by this running back not to give up on the play. That ball gets deflected, but a good job of having the awareness and the hands to be able to catch that ball and end up getting some positive yards.
And the Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. When he's got some space here. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Grab made by the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
First down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass caught. Can he get in?
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
14, Michigan, 0.
Fielded up near the 25. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a run to the left. With juice to get free. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Number 7, with the grab and the score.
Lining up to try the extra point.
Extra point.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Short kickoff fielded just inside the 25. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USA 21, Michigan 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Michigan.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's caught. It's Stewart. Big stiff arm, and he breaks free. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
They'll run it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up obviously in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a target, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. The defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the 4th quarter really starts to wear you out.
Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Here we go, 3rd and goal coming up. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Well, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air, he could frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Running with purpose. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw, and he lobs it deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Point after, not great through. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Trojans. This quarterback on fire today.
Number 7.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score USA 35, Michigan 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Take over. First and 10.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? And on the carry, he's heading left. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out past the 30. The 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
USC offense will take over.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the feet.
Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, SC.
USC, number 11, with the grab and the score.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Wolverines will take over. 1st and 10.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him 1st down yardage. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. No huddle here for the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
USC offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Well, they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He knocks this one right through.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the return starts from inside the 20. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half.
Number 11. Set to advance on the play.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the receivers got it. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Michigan offense back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Got it.
Here's the second down play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
42. Coming up, fourth down.
And the Wolverines will look to convert here on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Ball handed off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Third down coming.
Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Trojans' offense is on the move now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Important second down play coming up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, USC. In other sports around the country, Slippery Rock 42, Millersville University 21.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback still with the football. Picks up the first, looking for more. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
He shreds the tackle. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Pitch to the back. Will he score here? Touchdown, USC. And the beatdown continues.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like the inches to go, and now 4th down.
USA 49, Michigan 24.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. 2nd down.
On the double.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Southern California. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
USA, number 12, with points for the defense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more.
That makes the score. USA 56.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Wolverines will take over 1st and 10.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly. That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He pulls it in for a big gain. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And the PAT is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. Down he goes. A sack. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running out of time in the pocket. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45.
42 Spider. 4-2.
And he drops back in the gun. He's escaping the pocket now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Trojans will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Michigan offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Got him for a sack, a big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.